When your children ask in time to come, "What do those stones mean to you?" then you shall tell them that the waters of the Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. When it passed over the Jordan, the water of the Jordan were cut off. So these rocks shall be to the people of Israel a memorial forever. It is Thursday, the 16th day of February 2023. It is time for the reading of our devotional thought for today, and it's being read from the devotional book entitled Truth for Life, 365 Daily Devotions, Volume 2, by Pastor Alistair Begg. Today's devotional thought is entitled, A Call to Remember. And the verses today, Joshua chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. And it reads, When your children ask in time to come, "What do those stones mean to you?" then you shall tell them that the waters of the Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. When it passed over the Jordan, the water of the Jordan were cut off. So these rocks shall be to the people of Israel a memorial forever. That's Joshua chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. Alistair Begg writes, The Christian life is, in a sense, one big call to remember. Our Lord Jesus, speaking of the first covenant meal of communion, told us, "Do this in remembrance of me," in Luke chapter 22, verse 19. Every Lord's Supper then offers us an opportunity to remember together all that is pictured in the bread and the wine. Deuteronomy similarly envisioned a scenario in which a son asks his father, "What is the meaning of the testimonies and statutes and the rules that the Lord our God has commanded you?" Deuteronomy 6, verse 20. The father responds by telling Isaiah's story of redemption, highlighting that what God instructs is for our good always. The book of Joshua, too, commends the same kind of commemoration when the Lord instructs his people to set up 12 memorial stones at the Jordan River, so that the stones would be, to the people of Israel, a memorial forever. God wanted his people then, and wants his people today, to ever remember his faithfulness and to tell others what he has done. So remembrances and memorials have always been significant. But in a day with endless competing claims for our attention and affections, we perhaps need more reminders of God's faithfulness than ever before. It's notable that the examples above are concrete and impersonal. We participate in the Lord's Supper together, and it's offering us a multi-sensory experience to help us remember. The 12 stones at the Jordan River constitute a physical memorial. The instruction of Deuteronomy encourages us to have conversations about God's faithfulness and goodness in our homes. For today's Christians, every Sunday presents us with the opportunity to gather and remember with God's people. But we're going to need more than a weekly touch point to sustain ourselves. Ask yourself, what habits can I cultivate to remember God's goodness? How can I catalog his faithfulness to me and share that with others? What memorials can I set up so that I could remember how God has delivered me? Opportunities to see and recall God's faithfulness abound. All we need to do is look and remember. Our devotional thought for today, a call to remember. May you set up memorials in your life today. Remember the faithfulness of God and share it. Share it with your children. Share it with your friends. Share it with your neighbor. And as you share the goodness of God, it will remind you of just what God can do for those you share it with. Well, Clive Walsh here, trusting that this devotional thought was a blessing and an encouragement to you. And share it with someone. Tell them to tune in and listen to the reading of the devotional thought heard on this radio station at the top of every even hour. That's 7 days a week, right here on Lighthouse Christian Radio, FM 101.3. And for those of you reading through the Bible, Your assignment today, Exodus chapter 1, 2, and 3, and Mark's Gospel chapter 15, verses 1 through 25, and may the Lord richly bless you. My name is Clive Walsh.